Hi there, welcome back. This is Masun. In this lesson, it's all about right from a verb. Here are 15 rows of the right from a verb that take different forms according to tense, voice, subject verb agreement, person, etc. So we need to learn and master of the rules. Let's now and move talk about most important significant role in English. For any question, let me know in the comment section. I will talk to you there. Rule number 1, singular and third person. If the subject third person and singular number in simple present simple, then add s or es with verb to make plural. For example, she eats rice, he drinks coffee. Rule number 2, habitual and universal truth in present simple. For example, habitual action we can say he gets up early in the morning, or Rahim goes to school every day, or we can say universal truth like this sentence. mm, well, the sun rises in the east. Well, and rule number 3, present continuous tense. Present continuous, if the work or action happening speaking of the time, remember, speaking of the time, then the verb will be present continuous. Indicate word like at this moment, right now, this year, day by day, rapidly, gradually, etc. For example, Rahim is working in a factory now. We can say I'm talking to you right now. At this moment, I'm teaching. These are all present continuous. Well, rule number 4. If the sentence contains like this word just now, just now, already, ever, yet, until now, etc., then the verb will be present perfect. For example, he has just left the house. Number 2, I have not finished my homework yet. Number 3, have you ever been to Cox's Bazar? Number 3 or number 4 example, I have not been there. So these are all present perfect. Rule number 5, past tense. If the sentence contains with past times such as yesterday, one day, once, wish, before, last, in 1971, wish, it's time, it's high time, etc., then the verb will be take past tense. Remember that. For example, we can say I received your letter yesterday. Well, I received your email last week. And we can say we gained independence from Pakistan in 1971. It's actually already happened past. Remember that. Well, rule number 6, it's since. If the past part of since in present indefinite or present perfect, then the next part since it will be past tense. For example, we can say it has been many years since I came Chittagong. Well, and rule number 7, what about after? If the past part of after in past indefinite, the next part of after in it will be past perfect. Remember that. For example, we can say teacher started the class after Raju had come. It's actually use of after. Well, and what about while? That's very simple. If the verb comes after while, then it will be take ing with it. For example, while going to school, I saw a snake. That's very simple. Rule number 9, future indicative words like by this time, by morning, by Sunday, etc. The verb will be future perfect tense. Remember that. For example, they will have reached by that time. Well, rule number 10, they are very familiar. If the number singular, the verb will be singular. Or if the number is singular, the verb will be singular. Very simple. For example, there is a school in our town. Or plural number, we can say there are 2 high schools in our town. Very simple. Well, let's look rule number 11. Every, each and one. It's singular. For example, one of the students is ill today. One of the students is ill today. Well, rule number 12. Money, time, distance. Always singular. Remember that. Very useful. For example, 10 miles is not long distance. 100 years is long time to spend. Rule number 13, more than one. The verb will be singular. For example, we can say more than one boy is absent, but more than 2 boys are absent. There is a difference. Remember that. Rule number 14, some pronouns are always singular. Some pronouns are always singular, like somebody, someone, everyone, everything, something. The verb will be singular. For example, everything is okay. Well, let's move and talk about our final rule. 2 or more singular subject added in a sentence, that time the verb will be singular. Well, 2 or more singular subject added in a sentence, that time the verb will be singular. Let's look example. Air and water, 2 singular subject. Air and water are 2 important element of environment. Well, Shifat singular subject, Rifat singular subject. Shifat and Rifat are students. I hope you got it. But when it will be similar subject, the verb will be singular. For example, bread and butter is my favorite breakfast meal. Bread and butter Actually, this is actually similar subject. So the verb will be singular. I hope you understand fully. Alright, I hope you enjoy this. See you in the next class.